Good morning.
Good morning.
We missed you all last week.
Yes. I missed you too.
Well, I guess some of you saw Max. Since I was like, go.
Thank you so much for popping over. And Chris Ferriello, gotta love the man was answering all of the questions in the chat for me for the talk.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And so was
Chris.
Hillary. There were lots of people who came over. So thank you so much for coming over.
That's good.
Yeah, I figured I didn't want to, Greg had, was it math stuff you had last week, Greg?
Math.
Last week was math stuff, yes.
I was mathing.
Yeah, but as soon as I finished the math stuff, then I had an overdose of church stuff for the rest of the weekend.
I look at what I got for my work last week.
Let's see if somebody can guess what it is.
Guess what this is.
What kind of cookie is that? If you know Mags.
It's amazing.
There's two options, probably.
Well, there's two options, really.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's no tinge of a certain deep royal color, so it's probably not that.
While people are putting in their guesses,
the items look like they're pastel, actually, from Easter. So.
And while people are putting in their guesses, we'll see who's here.
So Nancy Dancer, I'm the music director for Catholic Church in town, but we're associated with a bunch of churches. So I end up doing funerals at a number of places or weddings, and then they threw an extra mass on Sunday afternoon because of confirmations, which only comes up once in a while, but it came up.
Betsy guessed it correctly.
Betsy did.
Yeah,
that's what the British Isles, and Betsy even showed up. The British Isles Family History Society.
Way to go, Betsy.
Delivered a tin of M&M cookies to me for doing that for them.
Oh, June.
Bad June.
No, I hear blueberry pie is very good for your heart. I think that was wise.
Yes, June, you need more. How is everybody?
Good.
Did you have a good mathing last weekend?
I had a good mathing. Yes. We had a nice, good mathing. Ontario math teachers.
What did you do, Sarah, instead of coming and hanging out with all of our friends here?
I think I just ate brunch.
Did you go out?
No, I think we actually had chicken and waffles. We made chicken and waffles.
Are there alligators or crocodiles in your
alligators?
Alligators. Okay, so alligators are the ones with the pointy snout, and they have
Right.
I thought those were only in South Florida, and that the crocodiles were in the ones that were in South Carolina up the coast. The reason I ask is I just saw a little thing about them yesterday, and I was just like, I wonder what Sarah has in her backyard.
Yeah, I have alligators in my backyard.
You actually have alligators in your backyard?
Yeah, because I have a lake, and there's an alligator. And
so does Kevin Borland. Kevin, I'm talking to Kevin. He's on his phone in his backyard. He's on his back porch. It's a beautiful back porch. I'm like, I would be living out there. And he swings around. He says, I'm not sure about that. And there's like an alligator. I'm like, no, I wouldn't be living out there.
There's a lot of wildlife. There's we have coyotes. There's those water moccasins, the cottonmouths. A lot of dangerous things.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh, Nancy, I want to come on your sailboat.
Ooh. And then Hillary went to Halenmon on Thursday. Nice.
It was on the nice. Okay, I don't know any of those words she just said.
Me either. At least I'm not the only one.
Who all's here today?
A lot of people. Let's see. So we have Susie and my mom.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer, June, Patricia, Betsy. We have Brian, Janine, Tommy, Aaron. Aaron had guessed fake chocolate for your cookie. It's a fake chocolate cookie. And John. Hi, John. Judy. We have Hillary here too. That's it. At least in the who said
Brian.
something.
I said, hey, Brian.
Yeah, Brian. That was a nice greeting he gave you.
Magnificent.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I popped it up earlier.
I didn't see that. Now I see it. Thank you, Brian.
Jennifer says she's watching us while she's waiting for her granddaughter to be born.
Oh, special time.
Jennifer, you're not like in the birthing room with it on.
She's like just on her phone watching us.
Probably not.
Push.
Tell her we give tell her we say push. I don't know.
When it's right.
How to motivate.
Right.
What do you say?
Yeah, what do you do?
Good job. Keep it going.
No, she's not in the room, so we're good.
Yeah.
We do have a question of the week we could get to.
Do we?
Oh, what a question!
We have a question of the week, and this is a good one. My grandfather was the oldest of 12. Wow. And the question of the week, let me blow this up a bit so we can all see it, is what's the largest family you've found in your tree? So let's see, this is page 2. Okay, let me go back to page 1. Make sure you go through and you upvote this stuff, people. Upvote it. This one is voted as the biggest. My second great grandfather had 4 concurrent wives and 37 children. Yes, we're talking LDS. Fortunately, he built a large ranching operation at the LDS community Colonial Diaz in Chihuahua, Mexico.
Max, were you going to share your screen? Sorry.
Oh, that's a good idea. Good grief.
Well, it's okay. I've done it before. I've gone on for like 10 minutes and not sharing my screen.
That's okay. There we go. Hey, there we go.
I thought you were still doing the lead-in while you were waiting for the screen share to open up.
So this one was the best answer, and it's obviously an LDS family back in the time when the LDS could have concurrent wives. Can they do that in Mexico still? Concurrent wives? That's an interesting way of saying it. 37 children. That's a lot of kids. My dad, I love Pip. Pip answers all of these wonderfully. He should come on and do the question of the week sometime.
Yes.
My dad had a hard time remembering 3 names. He would just go down the list because he knew it was one of us. Can you imagine remembering 37? I don't know about you guys, but my parents just used to replace my name with one of my siblings' names if they couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
My parents would usually say, Sarah, Katie, Fred, Herman, whoever you are.
Yeah.
Fred, Herman. I didn't know you had brothers.
No, we don't. I don't know.
Okay.
It just became part of the thing. Fred and Herman just was always
shtick.
Yes.
That's funny. I don't know that we ever got called the dogs' names. No, I don't think so. Yeah, you're trying to think of that too. 17 all living, and this one is Gerard. Look at that. Now that's a whopping huge family from him.
17.
Yeah.
All living.
This is a photo of my great grandfather, Seth Marvin, father of 12 of his first wife, and then more when his second wife. So he had 16 kids. As men get older, their DNA is not as robust, shall we say, as it was when they were younger. So the kids that are born to men who are older have the possibility of not having the smartest DNA, shall we say. Just saying. There was a big discussion about that in one of the DNA groups yesterday. It's always it's interesting. Yeah, that I guess as men age, their DNA doesn't keep up with them. Greg's like, oh, I'm so glad I didn't have 20 more kids this year.
Yeah.
Let's see. Biggest family is I love this. The biggest family I've had is my great aunt Kate Ellen Blinken Gibson. And I have this because of Pip's answer. Ruth, it's rare to see a profile where the children take up 4 lines. Stunning. So here you go. 4 lines. 4 lines of children. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. That's 5. Wait a second. Do I have the wrong one up? Here's an even bigger one.
Mm,
Jean
wow.
Baptiste Barbeau. Got to get rid of that dit name. Yeah, to be a part of the Leanne Lavoie. Leanne Lavoie. Do you guys know who Leanne Lavoie is?
No, that's not.
Leanne Lavoie is a former WikiTree team member.
Oh.
Yeah, she's Canadian too, eh?
Hey.
Hey.
What a great profile she has too. Look at all that.
Nice.
Anyway, so look at that big glob of people. I liked the way that Pip had answered that one. Let's see. I don't have to go far back. My grandmother was one of 14, but only 7 lived past the age of 3. So do we count the 14 because they got birthed? They got born?
I would.
And the sadness, they probably should get extra props because of the sadness of losing a child. We shouldn't be talking about that right now. Sorry.
Oh.
Top 3 are my second great grandmother, Paulo, 16 kids, 13 kids, 13 kids. That's from Chris Farriello.
Where is Chris? He's not here.
Chris isn't here. How can I talk mean about Chris when Chris isn't here?
I'll send him a message. Chris, where are you?
Did you really?
I'm going to do that right now.
I'm just doing it right now on Discord.
Let's all send him a message. Here, hold on a second. Oops.
Where are you?
Yes. Here, you guys can watch me do it.
Oh, are we all going to send him a message now? I use Discord. What did you use? Facebook?
I use Facebook too. So he's going to have 2 where are yous.
You have to text him.
I gotta get rid of that. I don't know what he may have written in there to me. I have to hide it. Okay, so back to what we're actually really doing.
No, sorry. Are we
talking about families and how big they are?
You know, maybe genealogy stuff. Who knows?
My great grandfather Billy Knight, my husband's great grandfather Billy Knight, he and Susanna had 7 children. After she died, he had 7 more children, so 21. So 3 times he had 7 groups of children. 3 times 7 is 21. My dad, when I was a kid, that was the hardest number for me to figure out. 3 times 7 is what?
You know, for the 7s, you can do, or is that 9? No, that's 9. Just kidding.
The 9s. You're thinking of the 9s.
Yes, that's the 9s. So like 9 times 3 is 27. Because there's 2 on this side and 7 on this side.
Is that new math?
It's a trick. It's a math trick.
It's a math trick.
I like math tricks.
My dad gave me a $10 bill when I finally got it. I remember it now to this day. 7 times 3 is 21. And that crisp $10 bill.
It should have been a $20 bill with a loonie. Well, you wouldn't have had a loonie back then.
Wouldn't have had a loonie. Would have had a $20 bill and a $1 bill.
Yeah.
Largest family that she can remember, and this is from Dorothy O'Hare, is Elizabeth McIntosh Purdy, 10. Let's see, 21. Great grandmother had 21 children. Now, we've heard a lot of people. Yes, they are. Betsy. We've had a lot of people talking about men having lots and lots and lots of children. But this, I mean, if you think about it, these women often didn't live past 7 or 8 kids, but this woman had 20. She bore 21 children. Mary Ann Kavanaugh, born in India, pregnant at the age of 15 when she married. Her lifestyle took its toll, and it is said she ended up in an asylum, having taken to drink. If I had 21 toddlers,
oh my,
woo!
Now
you have the oldest ones so they can babysit the babies.
Exactly. Yeah. Were there multiple births, I wonder, or were they all individual?
I don't know. She didn't give. Let's see if we can figure it out. Derek Allen.
My great
so
great
that would
grandmother.
be Allen's great grandmother.
I think he said.
But we don't know which side it is.
Oh no.
Did he say a last name?
He just said Indian. So let's try the other way.
The family tree.
Open up his ancestors.
Or the family tree and genealogy tools. How about that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Ann Nettleton. Elizabeth Maisie, Lucy Carter. I don't see any obvious names that are.
Maybe it's on the other side.
No, we're on the whole thing.
Oh no, that's his father. So if you clicked on his mother, Ethel's
Sorry.
Right. Click on Ethel's
ancestors.
Oh my gosh, I love learning from you people. I've only been doing this for 10 years. I wonder if this is the woman here.
Maybe.
Battle Sussex.
Oh, there was India right above that.
No, wait, where?
Marianne Kavanagh, India, Agra.
Up.
There she is.
There.
Aha!
We found it.
Okay, here we go.
We found it.
Pip. Here you go, Pip. I think this should be the winning one. Since she was a woman who actually survived having 21 children. Wow. That's crazy cool. Thank you, Derek. Wow. Where'd it go?
There was a family in our parish who had, I don't know, there was at least 10 children or so, but after the first one was born, all the rest were twins, and every one of them was a boy-girl twin.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So it was kind of neat. I mean, they're a great family. But yeah, so that was kind of interesting. So you meet someone and think, okay, now, and who's your twin?
I'm looking for Derek's post. Now I can't find it. Hillary's got a good post. My great-grandfather, half-brother Roland, and his wife had more than 20 children, and she's still working on identifying them. Here it is. So I'm gonna best answer his. Sorry about that. That's impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Huzzah to her. Let's go down here. We got Kay's answer. We got Hillary's answer. 10 children, 9 survived. So lots of people had lots of children. Let me see if there was anything else in here that I wanted to show. Okay, yeah, that was good. So that's the question of the week, and this is the Leanne's
winner.
Yeah,
that's the winner.
No, this one's the winner.
Oh, that one's the winner.
Winner, chicken dinner. No,
chicken dinner.
That her? Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty impressive.
Very impressive.
Both my grandmothers were not that many, but they were either one of 8 or one of 7. So.
12. Well, back then you had to have lots of kids because you needed them to work the farm or help support the family.
Yeah.
Mag needs to have an M&M cookie to put her energy back up.
Oh my gosh, there's so much butter in there. I should do.
Well, and then what is our profile theme this week?
The profile theme of the week is
not Father's Day.
What's that?
Not Father's Day.
No. That was
next week would be good for Father's Day.
It would, but didn't you just do pictures of the week of fathers last week?
We weren't here last week.
We weren't here last, so we could still
What did you people do?
Did you people? Did the mathing people?
No, we did not do. Okay, let's see if it lets me share my screen this week. Is it sharing? Oh,
almost. We're almost there.
Add to screen.
Ooh,
there we go.
Ghostbusters.
Okay. Ghostbusters. Go the right direction, maybe, shall we? Yeah, so the theme of the week is Ghostbusters. So do either of you two know why Ghostbusters is a theme for this week?
I read it there, but you can...
Oh, it's right there. Yes. Okay. If you read it, well, if you're going to do that, sure.
Sarah, you're so smart.
If you're going to be that way about it. Yes. Apparently, June 8th was Ghostbusters Day, which I did not realize.
I didn't know there was a Ghostbusters Day.
No, who knew? Well, apparently there's a whole article about
Why
Ghostbusters
is there a
Day.
Ghostbusters Day?
Okay, and I don't know why I've got these ads, and if I close it, it'll just be replaced with a different ad. So sorry about that. Maybe if I can zoom it big enough so you can't see the ad. Anyways, there's a whole wiki page all about Ghostbusters Day and things that have gone on, but apparently it's to commemorate June 8th was the first day that the original movie was released. So that's how they... And there was a bunch of new stuff announced about Ghostbusters. Apparently a new comic coming out, a new animated series. And there's already been 4 movies and whatnot. And so Yay! It's a big
Woo.
deal. Now, I do have to confess, I have not seen the most recent Ghostbusters movie. So
Me either. I haven't seen the one where they, like the ones with, where they had Thor as their assistant, and there's Sandra, I think it was Sandra Bullock and everything, where they had the females of the Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
Am I imagining that? No, that happened.
Nope. There was one, and that's where Kristen Wiig and Melissa McCarthy were part of that one.
Miss Melissa McCarthy too, yes.
Yeah. So, and there was 4 of them. I haven't seen that movie, and I'm not sure if I saw Ghostbusters 3 or not. I definitely saw 1 and 2 though. But anyways, we will go through them, and most of these profiles are for living people, so it will be fairly short, uncharacteristically.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, I know. Well, don't worry. I've got something to add on at the end anyways. So
no, not again.
I know.
But not again.
What's that? Just to make sure I take up enough time,
always with these new and exciting things. I don't know if I can stand the excitement today.
Oh, the excitement. Yes. So the profile of the week, though, the one who's leading us off is Ivan Reitman. Born in Komarno-Nitriansky, Czechoslovakia on the 27th of October, 1946, son of Vladislav Reitman and Clara Robb. And he died just recently on the 12th of February, 2022, at the age of 75 in Montecito, Santa Barbara, California. He was, of course, the director and producer for Ghostbusters, but along with a bunch of other things. He was a Canadian Slovak. So even though he was born in Czechoslovakia, he came to Canada and lived here long enough that he was known as Canadian. Film and television director, producer, screenwriter, best known for his comedy work, especially in the 80s, and owner of the Montecito Picture Company, which was founded in 98. Along with Ghostbusters, he also did Meatballs, Stripes, Twins, Kindergarten Cop, Dave and Junior. I haven't seen Dave or Junior, but the other ones I'm familiar with. And producer for such films as Animal House, Beethoven, Space Jam, and Private Parts.
Space Jam.
Yeah.
So, Sarah, you're 26, and Greg, you're 30.
Ooh.
From Ivan Reitman.
Far away.
I don't know where I am. Find me.
Both of his parents survived the Holocaust. That's impressive.
It is.
Good news.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, or we wouldn't have him.
That is true. Born in 46. Yes.
We wouldn't have Ghostbusters.
No. Anyways, he's done lots of good stuff. I've enjoyed all the work that he's done. So
I don't see Ivan Reitman. Oh, there we go. 23 for me.
23. So you're closer.
Yeah, I've got Annie Potts is my closest.
Oh.
Let me see what your closest are. Sarah, your closest is Simmons. And then you are, Greg, yours closest is also, Gurney Weaver. Ooh.
No way.
Yeah.
That's funny.
How close are you people? You putting it up? Let's see what your closest are.
Who's your closest?
Nancy Wilson's.
Which ghostie are you closest to?
Oh, Betsy's actually related, an 8th cousin.
No.
I'm guessing to Ivan Reitman.
Ivan Reitman?
Well, that's where I had the profile. Now I just changed the page to Dan, but that's what I'm guessing. Wow, Betsy.
Well,
cool.
I guess J.K. Simmons. Yeah, she's close. She's cousins too.
Oh, was it Simmons?
Yeah, because she says "Me too, Nancy." So Nancy said closest to J.K. Simmons.
Cool.
So.
Neat. Okay, moving on. Dan Aykroyd, son of Samuel Cuthbert, Peter Hugh Aykroyd, and a private mother because she must still be alive. Brother of Peter, Canadian-American actor known for his comedic roles in movies such as Ghostbusters and The Coneheads.
Oh, I love The Coneheads.
The Coneheads.
Did The Coneheads get enough play that it's actually well known enough to put in a profile?
Well, it's Coneheads for Saturday Night Live, big time.
I feel like it's one of those like those silly comedies that everybody knows.
Okay. Well, I'm I
They
haven't
sleep on
seen
the
the
wall.
Coneheads.
You should, if you haven't seen it, you should just see it once just to say you've seen
Okay,
it.
just to say I've seen it. Okay, that's good. Silly comedies is not actually usually our go-to for Julie and I. So,
well, it's kind of has this. I mean, Ghostbusters kind of a silly,
yeah.
Kind of
But we were in university then, so that was. Nowadays we go for things little either.
Judy says that it went from a skit to a movie, so yes.
Okay, I thought it was. I knew Coneheads was a part that they played on Saturday Night Live, so they made a whole movie out of it. Wow.
I can't believe they made a whole movie of it, though.
Yeah, it seems like a stretch, but I haven't seen it. So what do I know?
I haven't seen it either, so it wasn't high on my list.
Oh, you just knew the characters, right? Okay. Now, Dan Aykroyd has done a lot of stuff, so his biography, but he's alive, right? So the biographies are often slim. Is he clicked as a notable? He is a notable though. So, anyways,
is he Order of Canada?
I think he's.
They don't have it on his thing if he is. Let me look real quick.
Should be. The next person is Charles Dance, Order of the British Empire. Born in the 40s, son of Walter Dance and Eleanor Perks. He's an English actor, best known as the bad guy, Tywin Lannister from Game of Thrones.
Ooh.
So yes, Dan
I didn't
I didn't recognize him from the photo, but
no, I was just going to say I didn't either, but I can sort of see it now. If we go to his wiki page, I bet you they have a better picture of him. No, it's the same picture.
Well, I guess it was small, so I didn't really see his face.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you can see.
that's Tywin Lannister.
Yeah, Tywin Lannister. But apparently he also played Dr. Harold Fillmore in the Ghostbusters Answer the Call, which is the movie that came out with the female Ghostbusters. And speaking of that movie, Melissa McCarthy starred in that one. Born in the 70s, 26th of August in Plainfield, Illinois. And it looks like the person who did this biography found out a bunch of stuff from the Ellen episode and from an interview that she did. Put it in the biography here. But I guess because she's private, none of that can actually show up here in the stats. Is that how that works? Like she may have entered the actual birth date and place, but because she's a living person, it doesn't show up here.
Yeah.
So if we were able to edit the profile, which I can't, I don't have that edit button, it would probably show this stat. So it's good that she included it in the biography so that we know what it is. Grew up on a farm, living with her grandmother and parents, 3 nuns in her family, educated at 2 Catholic convents. And her emigrating grandfather was a Carty, but the name got changed to McCarthy when he immigrated. I've got about 1 million Chicago Irish cops in my family. And played Dr. Abby Yates in Ghostbusters.
That's interesting that they changed it from Carty to McCarthy.
I wonder why.
Usually they would do it the other way, you'd think.
Yeah.
Shorten it.
Well, I don't know. That does seem strange.
Do you have some insight on why that would have happened?
No.
Look, you know what, Pip? Cersei didn't get what she deserved, though. She had an easy death.
Pip, I want you to come on.
It was too easy for her.
Yeah.
I wonder, did they make it more Irish to fit in with the
Irish
community?
Yeah, I was wondering.
We want to be more Irish.
Yeah, the accent and the,
But it's funny. It says she married Ben Falcone, also of Irish descent. I want to say Falcone. Like that looks like an Italian last name.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Where is
he
hasn't answered me. Has he answered any of you people?
Who?
Our resident Italian.
Yeah, no,
he has not.
He must.
Maybe he had some prior arrangements this morning with his family.
How can he do that?
If he's gone out for tiramisu. Okay, next one on the list is Bill Murray.
Oh, Bill Murray.
Born in the 50s, son of Edward Joseph Murray and Lucille Mary Collins. awarded the nation's highest award for comedy, the Mark Twain Prize, in October 2016. In addition to his extensive career in television and movies, did you know that Murray is part owner of several semi-pro baseball teams?
That's interesting. That's a fun fact.
I did not know that.
Does not surprise me.
No. Portrayed Peter Venkman and Dr. Martin Heiss in the Ghostbusters franchise. So Peter Venkman was his original character, right, in the first trilogy, and I think Dr. Martin Heiss must be his character name in the newer version.
What's your guys' favorite Bill Murray movie? Actually, wasn't a lot of the ones that the director producer was in.
The one that he did in Japan. That's
the Isle of Dogs. Oh no, Lost in Translation.
Lost in Translation. Yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah, there's one.
Groundhog Day. Groundhog Day is good.
Oh, Groundhog Day. That's a classic. Yeah.
He was also in Space Jam.
Oh, was he? Space Jam again.
I guess he voiced Osmosis Jones. He also voiced the Osmosis Jones too. Yep.
This is something I didn't know. Bill Murray sponsored Dan Aykroyd when he came to the U.S.
Interesting. Very cool. Annie Potts was born in the 50s. Daughter
My closest one this week.
Yay, Megs. How close?
Oh,
you said before, I forgot.
I got to look at mine really quick. I've been jumping around looking at other stuff. Not other stuff, but Annie Potts, 16. And it's through my dad.
Nice.
Through the Templetons and through the Frank family to his line goes. So there's only one disconnection, or it would be like.
It'd be irrelevant.
Yep. Through a marriage from her, somebody, Jane Wilhite, to my John Franks.
Cool. Very cool. Daughter of Pablo Grissett Potts and Dorothy Harris Billingsley. Like
yeah.
The actress from Leave It to Beaver, Barbara Billingsley.
Does it spell it the same way?
No, I think Barbara Billingsley spells it Ley at the end.
And there was something about the Leave It to Beaver this week. Something I saw it in the news. I don't know what it was.
Oh, really? Oh, neat. So she was an American actress nominated for a Golden Globe for Corvette Summer in '78 and won a Genie Award for Heartaches before appearing in Ghostbusters. But she was also in Pretty in Pink, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Who's Harry Crumb, Ghostbusters sequel. She voiced Bo Peep in the Disney and Pixar movies, Toy Story, all the Toy Story movies. She portrayed Mary Jo Jackson Shively on the CBS sitcom Designing Women. And
best character for her ever.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So the one that I'm more familiar with, and I totally did not connect the character she played in the Ghostbusters movie with this most recent one where she plays the mother of young Sheldon. So have you seen the Young Sheldon series at all?
Grandmother.
Is she the grandmother?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
She's the grandmother of young Sheldon, and the woman who plays his mother in the later series, her daughter plays his mother in the Young Sheldon series.
Right. Yes, there's their mother and daughter. They're actually mother and daughter. Yeah. So she's Mima?
Yeah, she's Mima.
Okay. So those characters are in two different universes. I can't believe they're played by the same person. Anyways, that was my big takeaway from this profile.
Patty Waldron, you have appeared. Patty, I was discussing your situation that you posted this morning about the group project math problem to my friend, the mathematician here, Greg. Just wanted to let you know that.
0 degrees from yourself. Okay, well, that's good. If you were 3 degrees from yourself, I'd be worried.
Yes.
The next one, Harold Allen Ramis, who I'm sad to see. Well, actually, I did know this, but I've forgotten. But he has passed away. Anyways, he was born on November 21st, 1944 in Chicago. Son of Nathan Ramis and Ruth Henrietta Cokie. And he passed away in 2014, way too young at age 69 on the 24th of February. Glencoe, Illinois, Cook County. Is
Completely
Glencoe
unrelated, but Pip got a new kilt.
Does it have ghosts on it?
Oh, that would be cool.
Pick your kilt based on the theme of the week.
That'd be a lot of kilts, Pip.
That would be a lot of kilts, yeah. Actor,
How
film producer.
Pip, how many kilts do you own total now? Just give us a number. Keep going.
Okay. Film producer, director, writer, best known for Ghostbuster. His character was Egon Spengler. But he also co-wrote the screenplays for the Ghostbuster shows, as well as Animal House, Meatball Stripes, and Groundhog Day, and directed Caddyshack. Analyzed this and analyzed that. Yeah, I think he was a brilliant man and comedian as well. He was part of the SCTV crew, Second City Television. That was a hit in Canada, and I don't know if did it make it to the States too?
Yes, it did. It did, and people kind of see it as the precursor to Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Next, we have J.K. Simmons, or J. Jonah Jameson, as I like to think of him, from his role in the Marvel movies and the Spider-Man movies. Son of Donald William Simmons and Patricia Kimball. Born in the 50s, American actor, often portrays quirky businessmen like J. Jonah Jameson and Ivo Shandor in the Ghostbusters Afterlife. So he was in the most recent movie, 2016 movie. Karl Adolf von Sydow, also known as Max von Sydow, born on the 10th of April, 1929 in Lund, Sverige, Sweden.
Ooh.
So he's Swedish. And he passed away just a couple years ago on the 8th of March, 2020, at a grand age of 90. In the Côte d'Azur, he passed away in the Côte d'Azur, France. That's pretty cool.
That is
you
pretty
have to
cool.
go somewhere. That's a nice place to hang out. He was a Swedish-born actor, appeared in European and American films. His most memorable films, though, included Knight Antonius Block in Ingmar Bergman's The Seventh Seal. Herself, or him, Ingvar.
He played the three-eyed raven in Game of Thrones. Never mind.
Yeah. So here's a picture, a more recent picture of him.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can sort of see the character. Yeah. Anyways, he had a long storied career as well. Lots of different things, from playing Jesus Christ, and also appearing in The Exorcist. So I bet one extreme to the other.
He was good in The Exorcist.
He covered the whole gamut.
Yeah, he did. And
received 2 Academy Award nominations, and received the Royal Foundation of Sweden's Cultural Award in 1954. Was named a Chevalier de la Légion d'Honneur on the 17th of October. And he was a French, and originally from Sweden, he died as a French citizen, which makes sense.
What was his actual role in Ghostbusters? Did it say?
What's that?
What was his role in Ghostbusters?
He was, where was it here? Oh, you know what? Let me check here. I made a little spreadsheet so I could keep track of where he was in the second Ghostbusters movie.
Okay.
I was going to give this as a quiz for you guys to say which Ghostbusters movie were each of these people in, but most of them were either all in the same trilogy, the original 3, or they're in the final one.
Was this the extra thing you had set up for us today?
I was considering it, but then I thought
a measly little spreadsheet.
What's that? Well, this is my research, and I would turn it into something a little more exciting than a spreadsheet. Though, I mean, it's hard to find things more exciting than spreadsheets for mathematicians, right? But anyways, so Gurney Weaver, born in the 40s, very popular American actress known for her role in Alien as well as in the Ghostbusters franchise.
I like Alien. It's a good one too.
Mm-hmm. I think I've seen the first of the Alien, but I haven't seen the rest of them yet. So, and the last profile is Kristen Wiig, who was born in the 70s, and she's American actress, Canadian writer, filmmaker, and she portrayed Dr. Erin Gilbert in Ghostbusters: Answer the Call, 2016.
would have been cool if they would have gotten Gurney Weaver to be in the Answer the Call one.
Well, let me just check my spreadsheet.
I don't
It
think
says she was.
Oh,
must
she
have played
was.
it.
Oh,
Yeah. So I
Never
think
mind then.
most of the originals were there as cameos, but they played different characters, or most of them played
Mm.
different characters.
Okay.
Like
I guess I
famous.
need to see that the last.
See, I haven't seen it, so that I'm only going by sort of hearsay and what I read about. But anyways, there was a G2G post that popped up that I thought was cool because it's all about statistics.
Of course
So
you did.
I'm diverting. I'm stealing the show for a few moments here.
That's fine.
But this is Paul. Shoot, I should have figured out how to pronounce his name. Giersoyski?
Yeah, you go for it.
Giersoyski.
Grzewski.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm feeling like the Swedish chef.
Your
I think a W makes an F sound, doesn't it, at the end of a Polish name?
Giersfeski.
Oh.
And you have
someone
to
knows
spit a
exactly.
little
Oh,
say it.
is John Tyner our phonetician? The one who can pronounce anything?
Yes.
Okay,
He's here.
John.
Not
Tell
John.
me-
It's
tell me
not
the-
John Tyner. It's
I know he's Irish, but he knows how to
No,
pronounce
John
lots
does
of
it.
people's
It's
names.
John Tyner, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's.
Aw.
I mean, not anything against you, John, but he's not the one who was adding all the pronunciations to everything.
Oh, it wasn't him? Oh, who is it then? Anyways.
Thomas Conline.
Yes, Thomas.
Yes.
Thomas, are you
Carnoline.
there? Anyways, we
Conline.
digress.
I need him to help me pronounce his own last name.
Okay.
Carnoline.
Anyways, there are over 30 million profiles. 85% of them are connected to the giant tree. 32% of them have DNA links, and that's pretty impressive. I'm surprised that number is so high. Only 96,700 have known consistency issues, and that's down 2,500. And then there's some sourcing stats here, but he's done two nice graphs. So here is all those profiles. So the top, so here at the edge is where we are today. You can see it's over the 30 million part, and the stats. So you can see the number of from the bottom. Those are the most sources, 1 to 2 sources, then poorly sourced and unsourced or unavailable. But so you can see we're over halfway have at least 1 or 2 sources. So that's kind of cool. And you can see that WikiTree is growing steadily, which is very nice. As was this number of sources is also going, and those with consistency areas going down. So that's good news too.
Grzewski.
That's
John
what
says.
John pronounce Paul's last name.
So the other thing I wanted to just briefly talk about is, so in this week's newsletter, we had the 6 Degrees app was mentioned. And so I'd like to thank those who put together the newsletter. I think it's Chris Whitten and some of his team put that together. And in the app, in the newsletter, it mentioned the app. And one of the things it says is, tell Greg what you think about the app. And so I was really busy on Wednesday because I kept getting messages. I got emails, private messages from WikiTree, and comments on the G2G post about the 6 Degrees app. People were really liking it. And so as I later sent an email to Chris and Megs, and one of the things I said is that I could barely
Chris
get through
Whitten,
any more indoors.
Not Chris Ferriello, Chris Whitten. That would be Chris Whitten.
Chris Whitten. Did I say Ferriello?
No, you just said Chris, and I
clarifying.
just wanted to make sure we clarified that. Thank you.
I like how there's your picture in the middle, Greg. That's great. I like that.
So I could barely fit through doors on Wednesday because my head was so swollen with all the compliments people. So thank you for all of those who give those. But I did get a couple emails that were quite irate that I was sharing their information on the World Wide Web with everyone to see. And so this is a public service announcement for everyone. The information that was shared is personalized. When you get your newsletter from WikiTree on Wednesday mornings, all of that information is personalized to you. So one of the things that it always tells you how many degrees you are away from, how many degrees away you are away from someone, or from the profiles of the week, and And then if it gives a link to an app like the 6 Degrees app or the Fanchart app or any of the other apps where has that customization built in, and other app developers do this too, then the link in the email will be personalized to you, but only you get that. Some people said, well, I don't know why you chose my family, but I really enjoyed seeing
that
chart,
happens every time that
What's that?
That's happened multiple times when a newsletter's gone out where it has that kind of.
It certainly does, yeah. And some people were really annoyed or concerned or shocked because their information was right there, and if they didn't understand how that personalization worked, I can see how they would think, well, I've just invaded your privacy and shared it with the world, and that's not.
Shame on you, Greg.
Shame on me. That was a phrase someone used. Shame on me. So, and I felt bad, but I emailed them back. I explained what happens and that information is not shareable, is not, other people don't get that. And furthermore, the way the app is written, even if I gave that direct link to someone else's profile, if Megs opened that up, she would not see any of the living people. They would just pop up as private, or in this case, in this app, I've got it built so if your parents are private, it'll leapfrog to the grandparents and then continue the ring outwards. But if your grandparents are private, then that breaks it. I don't double leapfrog.
Only one leapfrog.
So if you've marked your profiles as private, then no matter who gets that link to your private Fanchart or 6 Degrees app, they won't see it. So I just thought that was important to say up front, so that if people are worried.
Every Wednesday I get excited that the WikiTree is sharing all of my information.
You know what? You have to say you're not that special. We're not going to choose your.
Really quick go ahead.
Okay, so the other thing I did want to say, so the WikiTree challenge for Kevin Bacon and 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon did finish this Thursday, and we had an amazing number. So here's what Kevin Bacon's profile looks like in the 6 Degrees apps. Now, again, because of the way the 6 Degrees app works, it does not load any of his private pro connections. So he's got actually more connections if you went onto the official wiki page connections. But he has 1,268 connections now that show up in my app. On the beginning, he had 310. So that's incredible. Like, we quadrupled the connections. And I'm running a beta version of this because I'm adding a few features because, of course, people asked for new features and I came up with ideas and stuff. So one of the new features I have is to animate. So this is what his profile looks like over time. So 9 days ago. So this is before now it started. Now, okay. Ooh. And you can see as the dots are added, those are the next every day of the challenge. How it got filled in.
Ooh, shiny.
Isn't that cool?
It's like the pie is getting filled.
The pie is getting filled, yeah. And there we go.
Wow, that's impressive. That looks cool. Really cool.
Yeah. So you can, when I finished double checking all of this and tweaking it, then you can do that kind of animation yourself.
What's the largest time span that it can go from?
Well, that's an interesting thing you should ask there. So here's my profile, and I'm going to show you what it looks like animating over the last 12 years. Oh. So 12 years ago, WikiTree had started, but I had no relatives. But look here. So 10 years ago, all of a sudden, these profiles were created. This is before I joined, but all of these are French Canadian ones. Other members had grown. And so at 4 years ago, I've joined. Now those are ones that I've created, those connections.
Now I want to go and look and see, because people had never mind. There was wrong stuff for my family, which is why I joined WikiTree.
So I think that's kind of neat, because you can see how profiles were added of relatives of mine who I didn't even know before. And so those are the ones that, as you join and then you branch out and then you find a connection and all of a sudden, boom, you're connected to the tree and all that. So
connection.
And then I'm working on a version so it can actually show the connections in sort of a family tree kind of chart, but that's still a work in progress too. But that is all I have to say. I'm going to leave that tantalizing teaser with you, and now turn it over to Sarah.
Okay, let's look at some photos. It's us.
Look at those beautiful photos.
Aww.
Thank you, Eowyn, for working that up for us. Thank you. Bye.
It was funny because I can see Mags' screen on the bottom while Greg was sharing, and you could see her just moving it around and just opening it.
Oh.
Okay. Now let's go to photos. Let's see. Oh, I hate when it does this. Okay. Entire screen it is. Okay. So, this week's theme is dress up.
Ooh.
We have 8 photos, so it won't take that long. So,
sorry I took so long.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, I feel like that was more important than or cooler than photos.
Judy likes the blueberry pie version of your chart.
Oh, the blueberry pie version?
There's a blueberry pie version. I feel like he made that just for Mags.
Probably.
So, like, he's get dressed up as almost like a little sailor.
Little sailor fella. Did they have to tie him up to keep him still? You notice that? The ropes around him?
This is I don't think this is 1852 because it says Alexis is in this photo.
Yeah, no, Alexis.
1952. But yes, that's cute.
1952?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm looking at the car.
Yeah, a car wouldn't be there in 1852. A car wouldn't be in the driveway.
Yeah. Not in 1852, no. Janine Eiselman's great-grandmother?
Great-grandmother? It says 1906, so probably. Or great-great?
Be great-great.
Great-great. Kate and Lou Bartlett in 1876. In Canada, St. John.
Oh,
looks like their cheeks were colorized.
St. John, New Brunswick, yes.
Looks like their cheeks were colorized red. Make them have some blush, almost. Oh, I like this one.
That's at the botanical place in London, isn't it? Oh, no,
Golden Gate Park. Oh, and that's another one of her. Oh, they dressed up with their little sister.
And I bet the little sister loved it because she looks like she's enjoying it.
Yes. Oh, oops! No, I went too far back. Blaine and Hazel Culp with daughter Kathleen. Look, she looks so cute in her little hat.
Her little dress-up hat. Mom's hat's pretty cool too.
Yeah, people don't wear hats like they used to. Wish we could all just be like just wearing those hats all the time.
That's so funny. I was noticing yesterday driving around that I was noticing a lot of people were wearing hats.
Was it sunny out? Is that
maybe?
Okay, that was it for at least that were uploaded. Let's see if there was any on the G2G post. You can see that some weeks the theme people don't have as many photos, while other weeks there are a lot of photos.
Janine has all the photos.
Yes, it's true. Let's see, 1952. See,
and Betsy, Betsy, where are all your pictures? She's probably gone.
Betsy.
Her flout student has appeared.
Oh, apparently this one, Janine's, she made the dress.
Oh wow. It looks like a morning dress, like a black dress for morning, though.
We have this one. Here's a photo of me in my reproduction 1885 walking dress.
Walking dress.
Walking dress.
That's Dorothy O'Hare. Oh, there's one we didn't see.
Yeah. Photo of my great-grandparents, John and Rosie Vasky. Their oldest sons, John and Albert, and Rosie and my grandfather Michael sitting on Rosie's lap. Oh, she's dressing up the little sister. We saw this one. Oh, he does kind of actually look like he's tied.
Yeah, he's got the rope around him.
He's not just holding the rope?
No, it's around him.
Oh, we have this one. I like this. I like her pigtails.
Aunt Nora.
My father's sister. My question might be, did she dress up or is this normal attire?
She looks like Heidi.
She looks like a wait staff in a Oktoberfest.
Oh, yes.
We didn't see this one either. My grandfather's sister, Alice Alger, in 1915.
Or is that Auger? Joyce Vander Bogart. I would say Auger.
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 And that's it, guys. Those are all of the...
Oh my gosh, and we've got 4 minutes left, Greg. Is there not something to fill all the time in with?
No, I don't think I...
Any questions, anybody? Any comments, remarks before we go?
Janine remembers wearing hats for Easter. Your Easter bonnet.
Oh, my mom's already saying bye.
Mom's already saying goodbye, yes.
Bye, that's it.
Bye, Joe. I didn't even say, hey, Joe Mama.
Joe Mama.
Yeah, she said something at the beginning and she like disappeared for a little bit, I guess. I don't know.
She's been here. She's been commenting.
I know. I thought she would comment on the Fred Herman part when she couldn't remember her name.
Sarah, yeah.
Katie Fred Herman, yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't comment on
that. Next week is what week is it? Next week is
Father's Day week.
Father's Day week. And it's not this weekend. Good. Father's Day week, and we've got the WikiTree challenge. Are they going to be going through this stuff for Kevin Bacon, or is that done, Greg?
Kevin Bacon is done, so they'll be putting together a video to summarize it and maybe some snippets of parts, because what they've been doing is releasing a video to summarize the challenge, but they've also been extracting like little mini segments of the video of one piece, an interesting vignette that they found in the research. So, but that takes a little bit of time to do that editing and stuff. So,
if you haven't looked at it, oh, don't forget to like the video before you leave, folks. Thank you, Pip. If you haven't seen it, Patty Waldron, who jumped in to say he was trying to have a conversation with me here and on Facebook. Patty is our member of the week. I got to meet Patty in Ireland. And he got on to me afterwards saying that I didn't talk to him enough about WikiTree while I was there.
Oh.
And I'm very disappointed in myself for that. So there's Patty. It's time to go. Are you waving at me?
Who's waving?
You.
I wasn't waving.
So it's time to go.
I guess it is time.
Is it time to go?
It's time to go.
Okay.
So
we'll see you next week.
Well,
let me get the branding up there for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it started.